Technicalities. We will just discuss that things, how that working culture, this whole thing, and the difference. What are the challenges that we? You have taught so many years, so you know what are the challenges any HVAC guy faced. And the best part is Indian condition also, and there also.
Yes, yes. I mean, I was in India this time last year, in fact, and we had an air conditioning unit that we wanted to replace. Well, we had it taken from one house and put to another house, and the guy didn't know that I was a refrigeration trainer, and I observed him, and it was really, really bad, really bad, and yeah, it is what it is. So there is a lot of development. I mean, here we've got very many regulations to work to. But certainly, let's go through the question and answer bit and see how we get on. Is that okay?
Okay. And regarding this question, sure. Regarding, as you said, there is the most important problem. What I see in this working people, they don't need any kind of license or any approval from any government agency or anyone, any statutory agency. That's why anyone who knows a little bit of the thing, they come out and start working. Due to this, accidents happen, major accidents happen, and
major.
I can tell you one thing. Few years back, 2 or 3 years back in Bhubaneswar itself, a family of 4 with their what do you say that you made, they all died due to fire, which is expected to caught from air conditioner.
Air conditioner. What refrigerant was? What caused it then?
Yeah, because short circuit is because what they do in concealed wiring, in concealed wiring there shouldn't be any joints in wire, because joints in wire cause the main. But they don't do that thing properly. They don't keep extra wires when they're laying out the wires. These all, and later what they manage the things. In this managing, if you don't manage the things properly, what happens? This type of accident is caused.
Yes,
and
very much
all of them have died not because of burning. They have died because of choking only.
Yes, lack of oxygen. Yes,
lack of oxygen. That's the thing. So these things happen, but still, then there are no such rules and regulation have come out, and this whole thing, India, and until and unless someone many people come affected, or at least a high profile family gets affected, till then no one takes care of this whole thing.
Oh, that's right. You're right. And unless something happens, it takes an accident for the regulations to change, to bring some act of parliament, act of government into play. Here in the UK, I must admit, we're very, very, we've got lots of regulation that we have to work through, lots of health and safety regulations, environmental regulations. I mean, as it stands at the moment, an engineer cannot handle refrigerants unless they've got it's a sitting rules qualification. It's mandatory. It's the F-gas qualification to handle refrigerants. And what we have to do there is we have every engineer, no matter how many years of experience, they have to be trained, then assessed, and it's a 4-hour practical assessment. 4 hours where they've got refrigeration system, it's running, they've got to put gauges on, they've got to monitor how it works, then they've got to recover the refrigerant using recovery units, then they've got to change the pipe work, brazing, debrazing, and then once they've done that, they've got to pressure test, evacuate, charge, then recommission, and do that all in 4 hours. Then also they've got a theory test online on the computer, which Sitting Guilds send through, and they've got 40 questions which are multi-choice, and they have to get 60% right to pass. And every engineer has to do that.
That should happen. That should happen here.
Right. The way it is at the moment here is that unless you got that, you got a company, you get an individual certificate, the F-gas qualification, and then the company that you're working for has to apply for a company certificate. They have to apply for a company certificate, the REFCOM certificate, and that certificate means that If you've got that certificate and it's valid for 3 years, then you can buy refrigerants. Without it, no supplier will sell you refrigerant or air conditioning parts. So that's mandatory here. And that's a big rule in the UK. And in fact, it's a European regulation that we have to work to, you know. So that's compulsory. And that is a major part of the changes, in the sense that in the UK we have mandatory qualifications, we have mandatory certification of engineers, and also when you apply for a company certificate, they will ask you, have you got the right number of engineers? Have you got the right tools? Have you got the right equipment? And all that is then audited for you to get, they call it the company certificate. It's a REFCOM company certificate, and it's valid for 3 years, and we pay about £200 for it every 3 years. And a company, they might have, say, 10 engineers, and all those 10 engineers will need to have the F-gas qualification. And that goes onto the company's register. So that's important. Also, if we're looking at the differences in India to the UK, we're very much into health and safety. You know, wearing gloves, wearing goggles, wearing safety boots, overalls, and that's paramount. Though, very, very important. So the engineers are wearing correct PPE, having the tools, the gauges calibrated, test meters calibrated every 12 months. Again, that it's all quality assurance. Yeah. If someone is using, say, a vacuum pump, someone's using a vacuum pump, then that has to be what we call, it has to have a PAT sticker, which is portable appliance testing, and that has to be tested by a qualified tester, and then a certificate is given, a label is put onto it to say that that is electrical safe. And all these regulations, rules, Act of Parliament, European regs, is what makes the UK. The quality of workmanship is very, very high because people are watching it. People are actually, you get prosecuted. I mean, here in the UK and European, if you're actually caught releasing refrigerants, okay, if you knowingly release refrigerants, let the gas go, then you can be fined up to £20,000, okay, individually, or they could send you to prison for 5 years. And that's under the Environmental Protection Act, which is why we are where we are. I mean, as I say, I went to India. In fact, I just come back from January, and I was there this time last year as well. And so this engineer, he didn't have a vacuum pump, he didn't have a recovery unit, nothing. He didn't push nitrogen through, anything like that. He's really, I told him after, I said, oh, by the way, this is my job. And he just looked at me because he knew he hadn't done anything correct.
Actually, terming him as an engineer.
They used to tell him.
Actually, saying him as an engineer is a wrong thing. He is not even qualified. Leave the engineer. He is not a technician even. I know the ground conditions. I have seen them working. Right. They're not. Then most of them are not even junior school passed. This is the condition, and they just come out. Right. And your conditions, how they are. So this happens. I have been seeing that you are talking about calibrating tools. I am damn sure, ask anyone who is even in work, a project engineer also. He won't have any idea of calibration. He doesn't know IP and this all thing. They can tell about electrical switch, that this is IP65 or this is something. But when they come to refrigeration equipment, they don't have any such idea. This can be calibrated. No one cares here.
And these calibration certificates, we need to raise the standard in India. Standard of expectancy, the standard of qualifications, the standard of training, and we've got to start somewhere. And I think, unfortunately, in that sense, being in the UK, being bred in the UK, that I've had a good upbringing in the refrigeration air conditioning industry, very much so. Thoroughly enjoy it. Yes.
Yeah. Even
I think we're losing contact here. Are you okay, Satrajit? Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Good.
Here, IceCOOL is working. Like in there, you have got ASHRAE. In India, we have got IceCOOL. You must have
IceCOOL,
ideas.
I know, yes, I know IceCOOL.
It
Are you
is
a member of IceCOOL?
Yeah, I am a member of IceCOOL.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And in IceCOOL, we have been working very hard in this related things. And previously, we didn't have that much a strong hold in the industry or reach or you can say a position in the market or in front of government. But these days, we have hiked our position. We have achieved condition. Now IceCOOL's research work are accepted as norms by the government, standard norms. This has started happening. So IceCOOL has its plan of doing these things.
Good.
But it is taking time to implement the thing, because IceCOOL is not a government organization; it is a non-governmental organization. But still,
it will.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the thing.
I mean, here in the UK. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That here, in here the government how it works and these things. But sincerely, we are putting our effort to get the. We will get the result. It may take some time, but we are working in a planned way.
It will take time. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah,
worth it.
That's
Yeah, in the UK, I mean, again, it's all about regulations and trade associations. I mean, I'm a fellow of the Institute of Refrigeration, IOR, and that is very good because that looks at governing out the regulations, giving information like ASHRAE does. We've got student membership, company membership, individual membership. We've got there's ACRE, which is the Air Conditioning Refrigeration Industry Board. There are lots of trade associations here in the UK that people can actually go to get training, get endorsements, get membership. I mean, I'm also, you've read my CV, I'm sure, my resume. I'm chairman of the local Refrigeration Society, the BSRA, Birmingham Society of Refrigeration and Air Conditioning. And what we do there is we have meetings for companies where we can actually look at topical issues, information giving, even skills training. And that's a regional society in Birmingham, West Midlands. But we do get a lot of people coming from London, Manchester, Scotland, even to these meetings. And we have breakfast meetings, we call them, in the morning, probably 9 o'clock, 9 to 11 o'clock. And the last one we had was in May. And we had last year, we had about 100 people there. So the BSRA, Birmingham Society of Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, it does technical topics, but also we have a social calendar as well, in the sense we have the BSRA Golf Day. It's one of the leading golf clubs here. And we have something like 80 people play golf, 120 people come for the dinner in the evening, and we have guest speakers, celebrity speakers. We have things like Personality of the Year, Student of the Year awards that we enter, and there's lots of good things that happen.
This activities makes this society lively.
And that's something I enjoy. Yes. Yeah. I mean, the industry here is very, very passionate, and if you're good, they want you. They want you to be better than what you are. That's what I found. I mean, I've been in the trade for a long, long time now, man and boy sort of thing. And as regards getting into the bits and pieces, I started as a youngster, and I got my first job at Carter Refrigeration Display, a refrigeration manufacturer here in Birmingham, and I didn't even go for the job. I was escorting two of my friends who went for the jobs. I just escorted them. And I asked the question, and they offered me a job. It was a messy job, fiberglass laminator, really dirty. But I did that for 8 months. And then I actually applied for an internal transfer into the refrigeration cabinet manufacturing departments, which I got. And then from there on, I actually got I went around all the departments in the company, and I set up my own traineeship, my own like apprenticeship. I went around every department, research and development, installation, commissioning, decommissioning, on-site, electrical departments, and I actually forced them to send me to college. They never sent anybody to college before. I actually said, look, I want to go to college and learn refrigeration and air conditioning. And then they actually, I got them to do that. So I was their first trainee in the UK with that company, and look at it, they got lots now. Then at college, I did 4 years at college and became qualified. The other thing I wanted to say, that your wording, see, in England, okay, a technician is higher than an engineer. So in India, an engineer is higher than a technician. So we have it back to front. And that's confusing sometimes. When I'm saying engineer, I have to be technician. Yeah, and when you're meaning technician, I mean, yeah, it's just interpretation. And what happened was that so I got my qualifications, and then I wanted to do some more higher qualifications at the company. And I says to them, look, I want to do a high qualification. And they said, look, Paul, you've gone as far as you can go. We don't need you to be any more qualified. I said, well, personally, I want to grow more. And they said, well, we're not going to give you any time off work because we need you here. And what I decided to do then, Shatrajit, was to actually, I said, right, I'm going to pack in my work. I handed in my work's notice. And I actually set up, set myself for a university place to do a full-time course, higher refrig. And then what happened was, I was doing my week's notice in those days, week's notice period. I had a phone call from the college that I was taught at. And the guy, you know, he was one of my lecturers. He said, look, Paul, will you come in for an interview? I said, look, I'm not even applying for an interview, you know? He said, no, come in. So he invited me and he took me to the principal's office. And the principal said, look, we have an opening for a refrigeration lecturer. And he said, I won't let you out of the door until you sign to say you're going to come. So that's how I got into training. You know, the college I was taught at, they actually invited me to go and teach. Which is really good. And you know what the pressure was? The pressure was, first of all, being a student, then actually teaching alongside the people who taught me. That was really pressure.
Obviously.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So that was my, you know, and I was probably the youngest refrigeration lecturer in the UK. You know, long time back. And since I became a refrigeration lecturer, in fact, I used to use my course notes to teach from. You know, all the folders I'd kept, you know, as students, you keep all your folders. I kept all those notes. I was learning those notes more and more, using them to teach from. And that's what I did for the first couple of years. After that, I mean, I took over the section. The person who was teaching me, Mr. Green, my teacher, I was in charge of him, which is what, you know, again, I was his trainee, I was his supervisor or his manager, you know, when he finished. But one thing I'll never forget, Sir Shatrajit, Mr. Green, my lecturer, he used to say to me as a youngster, Paul, he always said, look, Paul, the trainees of today will make the directors of tomorrow. And that is so right, because you got trainees today and we're nurturing them to be the business owners of tomorrow. And that's very, very much very much true. That is really true. I was a trainee one day, and then here we are, you know, face to face. And I run my own business. I've got letters after my name. We won awards. We've done all that lot, you know. So I'm very lucky. I'm very, very grateful as well to have a hobby.
The best part is that you started from the fields, and then you went to college to learn that thing. So you had an upper hand.
That's right.
What taught in a classroom and doing, there is a difference between these two. And you had the expertise of doing. Then you learn the thing. Then definitely you can correlate easily and you grow fast. That's the best part of doing simultaneously.
Yes.
And even
yes, I mean, we have trainees here now who.
When I was doing my engineering, at that time I had some wild mind. I tried anything, whatever comes into my mind, and I just go ahead and in the lab I tried the thing. But my instructor was good. he used to he doesn't used to means he used to encourage me to test, to trial, to do experiments, and that made me better person in this field. And then when I went to the fields, I did that thing. I always kept trying new things. That gave me better understanding of the system and everything. If I see a new machine, I always try to know deeper into that. I want to look inside. I want to open that thing. That's what makes me. Yeah.
It's in our blood, isn't it? It's in our blood.
Yeah. Yeah. That
I mean,
happens.
I'm lucky in the sense that I have a. Yeah. I mean, I've got. I mean, how long have you been training now yourself? How long have you been in teaching?
I am not much. Only 1 year. Last year only I joined this university. It was a college when I joined, and before that I was into field only. I was in the last job I did as a project manager, HVAC project manager, and that was a 2200 something HP of VRF system that we installed, and that experience was something. This project was being done in a university. It is a management university. The worst part of that is that the one who was handling, he was a non-technical guy. He is a registrar of a university. He's a non-technical guy. He has given all the responsibility to a architect. Okay. And architect doesn't know anything about this air conditioning part. What's he did? To save her expenses or money or anything, she gave that to a company. The company made the design as per his comfort. What they were tracking during the deal, what they were looking at was the price only. So when you tell, say, a technical person to keep a price within limit, he has got many options. He compromised with the quality. He has got many ways to compromise with the quality. And ultimately, how will you drop the price? If you want to do it in a genuine way, you can't reach that price. So you have to compromise with the quality, with copper quality, with insulation quality, everything in there. And this that didn't realize the thing. Ultimately, the lowest one got the order, and he gave me this responsibility to handle the project. Then this thing started. But still, then I have tried many a time to convince him. You go for a proper technical person, like a consultant or someone, so that you get the best result. You're investing money into it. It may, the costing may marginally grow. The costing will marginally
be a lot better. The equipment you'll get is a lot better.
The life of machines will be better. Your performance will be better. Your running cost will be less. That's the most important. What you spend today, you are going to save tomorrow. But all looks,
and it's the environmental cost as well, isn't it? You're saving planet Earth. The electricity run costs are cheaper to run. And the longevity of the equipment as well. If you put in good equipment, it can last you longer. More reliable. So, but yeah, so you've been there for a year, excellent. And how are you enjoying it?
Teaching?
Yes.
Yeah, I am definitely enjoying it. I have got a group of students who follow me very, they are very close to me. They become very close to me and they're following me nicely. And I am expecting that they will do something nice. And I have got a group of 6 students who are preparing for World Skill Competition in RAC.
World Skill? Are they? Excellent.
We have our target on 2021.
You got 6 of you said, yes?
Yeah. Pardon?
Yes. Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Six students are there.
They're going to do 6 students. Brilliant. Excellent. Really. In RAC, yes?
Yeah.
In RAC. They're taking registration, aren't they now, until 5th of May? They're taking registrations. By beginning of May. I'm going to put in 3 students into the national. How it works here in the UK is that we have a national school fridge here. Then they have regional heats. Then after the regional heats, they select the winners. And then depending on the age, because it's age, isn't it? Then they get selected for the world, for Team GB. How does it work there, Chairperson?
Yeah,
how have you entered your?
Yeah,
how have you entered your? How do you select your nominees?
Yeah, I selected the criteria we kept is the same as the world skill competition. The age is a prime criteria. Okay. Those who meet the age, yes, we start training with them, and they have till now they have cleared 2 stages of competition, because from here the competition starts from your district level, then second is onto state level, third one is your regional level, and the final one is the national level. The winner of national goes to world skill competition. So 2 stages my students have cleared. Now they will go for regional level.
Good.
And that thing is delayed due to this COVID. And we usually have in October around we will have the national competition. And I am damn sure my student will go up to national. That is damn sure I am. And there we have to see the things.
You must let me have their names.
Yes,
let me have their names. I'll put it on LinkedIn.
Yeah, sure.
Let me have their names, please. The names. Yeah, let me have those. So the other one I was saying, how do you motivate your students? How do you motivate your students?
I generally, first thing, I don't have to work much on that, because the reason is last year world skill competition, one of our student of our college won the first gold for India. That too in water technology, not in RACP, in water technology. He won the first gold for India.
Right. Plumbing.
No, water technology. Water technology.
Okay.
Water technology.
Right. Okay.
And that his winning motivated the students automatically. When you have got a winner among yourself, then whatever he got, apart from winning this, whatever opportunity he's getting, that motivated them. First thing. Second thing, I always encourage them. That don't go for any job. First of all, you enhance your skill, job will come to you. So you work on your skill, definitely companies will come and they will follow you, they will request you to join the company. Why are you going around here and there? Focus on this thing. And these guys, they are working hard. Including their this daily classes. Apart from that, they are giving at least 3 hours daily. So that makes them work for more than 9 hours daily. But still they are doing this.
Yes, that's good. That's good. I mean, one of you picked up on world skills. I have the same thing in the UK, in the sense that I enter a lot of students for the RAC National Student of the Year Award, the ACR News Trainee of the Year Awards. So there's lots of awards that our students have won already, and then I tell my existing new students, I say, look, we win these awards, and that motivates them very much like your world skills. Yeah, I mean, in 2017, 2018, we won, first and second. So we had a lot of winners, and that motivates the students, because they say, yeah, I want to be that good as well, and the companies as well. So that you're right, the motivating factor is not an issue really, because there's outside external endorsements that will tell the trainees that this is what's on the cards. The other way I do tend to motivate them, or at least I try to get them to become trainers. So if they've learned a subject, say the basic refrigeration cycle, let's say I've taught it to them, they've learned it, I will get one of the group members to say, right, you go and teach it now. You stand in front of the class and you teach it. And that builds up their confidence. It motivates them, because I think then, and it also allows you to see what they picked up, So that again, because everybody wants to be liked by their peers, be respected. So that's something I also use as well to motivate them.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Get that. Yeah. I mean, part of my bits and pieces, I've got lads doing apprenticeship now, and with this COVID now, they're working from home. So I've set them assignments to do, and I've set them some research to do, some question papers to do. And what they're going to do is they're going to produce a PowerPoint presentation, which when we get back, they're going to show it to us, and I'll video that as well. Yeah. So it's all about that, and getting them to be more confident, because they're youngsters, aren't they? We want them to develop. And I'm very much into communication and career development. So it's important for me to actually get them to start teaching both theory and practical. Yeah. As regards the centre itself, you want to go to look at LinkedIn or go onto our website. And the centre, we won a lot of awards. We were highly recognised, highly good reputation, and I'm lucky for that at the centre. Also, we've got the situation where we get them to even practical training, practical assessment. We get the students safely to teach one another. Instead of, and it takes the pro off me then, or off my team. As regards the environment, we're not a college. We're a private training consultancy, and it's relaxed but yet formal. We have six rules I have, okay, and we have three do's, and we have 3 don'ts, okay. The 3 do's, we just say relax first and foremost, participate, and enjoy. So any group member comes onto a course, we say, look, relax, participate, and enjoy in the theory lessons. So that's totally informal. Then in the practical, all I say to them is, I have 3 don'ts. I say, look, don't injure yourself, don't damage the equipment, and don't damage the environment. And that's it. Those 6, I live by those. I live by those rules, and it works. Because touch wood, we're here, we're winning awards, we're being recognised, and we get repeat business. What's ever so good, some of the guys I taught as a youngster, when they were young, they're sending their children to me. Yeah, they are. In fact, I've got one. I had a grandfather, his son, and his son, all 3 of them in one group. Really, really good. So again, that's testament because of the passion. And I always, always try and be the best that you can be.
And moreover, when you let a student teach, as per learning pyramid, the retention of that guy is maximum when he teaches. So he remembers all the things. He remembers that. That's the best part of this. And
very much so. I mean, it's always said. They always say, one thing I've learned is that if you want to try and learn something, try and teach it. Because if you're going to try and teach somebody, you need to know it better than them. You need to know it exactly as it is. And that's that comes as part of the parcel. That's try and teach something, you have to learn it thoroughly.
That's what I have been always following and telling all. That it is a triangle: learn, do, teach. Then again, learn, do, teach. Then in that case, that way, you acquire the maximum. That everything comes inside you, and you can retain the maximum part. If you'll only learn, you're not going to retain. With doing, you retain somewhat. No. But when you teach, you retain the maximum thing. So learn, do, and teach. This is the triangle I have been suggesting always.
Very much so. Very much so. I mean, and I totally endorse that. That's vital. It really is. And so we get people from different backgrounds. I've actually done some training and translated into Punjabi. Some of the refrigeration terminology to help them learn it. And go and teach them. Okay, there's no word for compressor, nothing like that. But the other one I do tend to use also is with the students is to try and get them again, keeping them aware, making them motivated. I try and use the basic refrigeration cycle, in the sense that I say to them, look, I'm the compressor. I'm pumping knowledge into you. Okay, so I'm acting the compressor, and when they're learning, I'm saying, look, I want you to be the evaporator. I want you to absorb the knowledge. I want you to absorb the knowledge. Okay, and then when you're actually teaching or you're informing your teacher or doing assessment exams, I want you to be the condenser, because I want you to reject that information, and that helps them to learn it as well. It's very much about that. So and it works as well. They say, "Oh, remember that, Paul? I'm the evaporator today. Tomorrow I'm the condenser." And also it's endorsing refrigeration, air conditioning as well.
And this definitely will, when you explain this way, definitely he will remember throughout his life. He is not never going to forget this thing with such an example.
No, that's right. Very much so.
Yeah.
It is. Yes.
So
it is. And the thing is that I've always liked it's a hobby for me. Refrigeration, air conditioning is a hobby. Yeah. And I've only had one hobby, and I love it. So I dedicate all my life to it. You know, I could, like you, I'm up at night, up early in the morning doing work. Sometimes I'm, not doing anything at all. Thoroughly enjoying it. And I always say, if you enjoy it, it's not work then, is it? Yeah. My job is not my job because it's my hobby, and I'm dedicated to it. Now, I've made presentations at the NEC to directors, to government officials. I've even met, people from the Punjab government as well, bits and pieces. I've been around. What I do enjoy is imparting knowledge. And that's important, because if I can improve anyone's communications, their technical ability, then they'll remember me for that. That's important. That's the important bit. When I'm at home, I mean, I don't know if you saw that LinkedIn post. I had not, because it's COVID-19 now. My children are on a holiday, so to keep them busy, I got my young daughter. She's 10, and we were doing the garden. And I said, she said, can I clean this? This was the air conditioning outdoor unit that got in my house. And she said, can I clean this? And I took a video of it. And she said, I put it on video. I put it on LinkedIn, the video, And guess how many people? You see, 6,000 views nearly. 6,000 views. That's really good, isn't it? I mean, that's motivating her.
Definitely.
6,000 views and the comments. It's really, really good.
So, I have even I liked it very much because she's taking care of herself. Here, people depends upon someone else. Then I said this is a minimum thing you can do. You take care of your equipment. Ultimately, it is yours. Why you depend for someone else? Even I have been, when I was working in this field, I have been always teaching the client, the user, that the first person to take care of it is you. The second person that comes, the technician, it is not his equipment. He will not take as good care as you can do it. So do the minimum thing.
Yes.
Well, just periodically clean the filters. That's more than enough. Rest, he will take care of.
Yeah. That's right. Yes. No, it is important. It's that ownership, isn't it? That ownership. You treat it with respect. It will treat you with respect as well. So, I mean, did you look at that video I sent to you?
Yeah.
That was
I loved it.
What it was? Sorry.
Yeah.
What it was back? I think it was 2007. 2006. I was entered for an award for the best trainer of the year award, starting back in 2007, and they said, Paul, what do you do? I said, well, I do X, Y, and Z. I do this, I do that, and they said, have you got any promotional bits and pieces? I thought, well, I haven't. So literally within hours, I started putting that video together. Had some footage here, footage there, all the bits and pieces, and then I submitted it to them. And I purposely chose that Ghana Mehuna because I'm saying, look, I'm here for you. And to play on words. So it didn't. I got the finals in, but it does tell you what we do as a company. Okay, in the sense that I'll do individual training, group seminars, exhibitions, all that lots. The most important person is your client. And we work with the client to make sure they come back to us. And that's even if it's one person or a group, large companies. And I'm fortunate at ChillAir Training, we've got contract up and down the country, and that's where we are.
And there where you are working in, there you have got educated clients and they understand your value. Here we try to educate our client, but they don't take care of when they're not ready to get it, and ultimately they are the one who loses. They lose their hard-earned money. They pay for something that they don't need or pay for nothing They have not got anything and still they pay for that. So that's why this guys, those who don't have any ability or capability, they become technicians. What they do is they only just goes out, they know something, they just mostly cheated the clients and get the money. And after few days or a month, it will again have the same problem.
Of course, that's right. That's right. And they've not repaired it. Not properly anyway. So, I mean, as regards training, you know, even now in the UK, you know, we're bringing out new courses, new apprenticeships, new modes of, you know, equipment. So training is very, very important. Yeah. And in the in the UK, we've got a good standard. Whereas I think in India, we need to develop that standard. Yeah, we need the infrastructure is beginning to take shape, isn't it? It's beginning to take shape, and you know, with time and investment, it will come. Yeah, it will come. You know, things like trade associations like ASHRAE, ASHRAE, to name a couple of them. I mean, we got on 26th of June every year, we celebrated World Refrigeration Day. WRD. World Refrigeration Day. I mean, my colleague Steve Gill, I know him very, very well. You know, he's the actual. He set that up, and Steve's a very good guy, very good. And 26th of June, you know, we're celebrating again this year. And you know, I'm in the throes of now setting up RACHP tag, that training assessors group, and you know, I'm promoting that to get people more and more involved, so we can have a voice for training organisations in the UK and globally as well. And that's taking good. And obviously you're a member of that, and that's what I want to do. We seem, as trainers, we're very, very important to the industry, to the RACHP industry, but yet we're probably the last people in the chain of developing programs. I mean, in the UK, what happens? We have the governments, and they will design courses for refrigeration, air conditioning training. Then the courses are designed by the employer for the employer, and then the trainers, the college people, will get the course. You deliver it, but then when we try and deliver it, it's undeliverable because the bits they want an engineer to be able to do everything, and that's impossible. You can't have any engineer or trainer who knows everything. It's impossible. But that's what they want. And then what happens is that you know, courses now, you know, courses, they don't run as well as they might. Yeah. So as RACHP tag, Refrigeration, Air Conditioning, Heat Pumps, training an assessors group, that's what I want to try and do. And my colleagues here, they said, Paul, you know, we need someone to speak up. I say, well, you know, let's formulate at least a platform whereby we can start, and it's beginning to take shape now. I've got about 40, 50 people, members of that group at the moment, and I want to get more and more so we can start doing things with it. So for me, I love the industry. That's it. Just love it. You know? And you know, that's the passion.
That's very true. Because same thing I have got. I love the industry. I love my work. That's why I am passionate. I want to pass on whatever I have earned. I want to pass on to the next generation. And I'm passing on this because I want them to not to start from zero. They should start from somewhere higher so that they can go much more higher. That's the reason I am. I have started from zero. Another one will also start from zero. Then how far will we go? So take me from there and you start from there. You carry it forward. That's what is my motive. That's why the main reason to come to this education line is the main reason is this only.
Yes.
Because I was earning better in this on the fields, but I came here just to give this thing. I can earn anytime. I know I have the ability, and I am getting enough for my needs. I don't want much more. But this knowledge should not end with me. It should go on. That's my motive.
Exactly, and that's it. We like a stepping stone, aren't we, for the next generation? And I want my students to be better than what I am. Yeah. However, in the UK, I don't know if in India, in the UK, we have a problem because we don't have enough refrigeration trainers going into training. You know, in the UK, there's about 40 trainers. That's it. You get only 40 trainers for 100,000 population of engineers. And what is it basically? You know, there's a in the UK, there's a shortage of engineers and technicians, but also there's a shortage of trainers. So what I'm embarking on is trying to get my students who are good students, say, look, why don't you come and help us support the academy and come and do some teaching here? So we take them for teaching. They'll come in like on a Saturday or weekend, weekday, and then I'll say, right, okay, how did you enjoy that? Yeah, I enjoyed that. Then I then take them onto the trainers' qualifications, and then they become trainers and assessors. So my recruitment for trainers for ChillAir Training Academy are those students that have been through our books, because we do it differently. We're not a college. In a college, I've worked in a college for 14 years. Loved it at the time. That said, being an independent training consultant now is a lot better, a lot more rewarding. If somebody says to me, look, Paul, I want a course on Saturday, I'll deliver it. There's no bureaucracy. Yeah, with colleges, and you have to go through this department, that head department, then the vice principal, and then this, then that. Before you know it, the client's gone. They've gone somewhere else. It's true, isn't it? So being my own boss, you know, I do what I want to do, and what I thoroughly enjoy is networking with the people, networking with the industry. And people will ring me up on a Sunday, even Sunday, in the evening, say, Paul, I've got a problem. I say, look, and that's what I always say, is I'm available 24/7. Yeah, everyone got my number. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on email. My mobile's there, WhatsApp. I said, if you got a problem or anything, just give me a ring. And any student that comes onto our courses, I say, look, let's say they may have done a short 1 month course. Okay, just a 1 month course. I say, right, here's my number. Even though you've finished your course, take my number. Feel free to ring me anytime. I'm only another pair of ears. If I can't help you, yeah, I might be able to help you. Then I can, you know, if I can't help you, I'll get a man who can help you. And it's just nice. They got reassurance then. Look, and that way they send more people because I offer that. And I'll have people on your Saturday, Sunday. I don't mind. Don't mind.
In this same thing I have done recently only, because just only first batch of mine is going to pass out this year. So I have started with this. I have made a Facebook group, and I have asked them to all to add up in that, so that when you go anywhere, you work anywhere, if you ever need any help related to air conditioning, may it be personal or in professional field, you will get someone to help you. I can guide you, someone else can guide you. So this group is for knowledge sharing, and they have started adding up. Some have added up, some will add up. This is going on. But I initiated this thing. The main reason for doing is, we can help each other and grow.
That's right. I mean, with the internet now, you could be thousands of miles away, but we're talking now. Look, we're 6,000 miles away, but we're talking. You know? So, and this is what, you know, the internet has made the globe, the world, very much more smaller.
And nearer to each other. That's the best part of this.
Okay, we can't touch, you know, we can't physically be there, but certainly we can communicate and get our ideas across. So, no, it's good.
Just I was asking the number you gave me. In that, you have WhatsApp, your WhatsApp?
I have WhatsApp. Yeah, my mobile number is WhatsApp as well. Yes.
The number you shared with me, is that your WhatsApp number?
Yes, it is. I've only got one number. That one number is WhatsApp. This phone number, 07734926747. I've had that number for 30 years now.
I have saved it. I'm just checking it out. That is that the same number?
You might put the country code in, which is 07734926747.
7734926747. This is the number.
Right. Yeah.
And country code is plus the 44. It is your country code.
Yeah, that's right. And that number, I've had that number for now 30 years. The same number for 30 years. Same mobile number, because the industry knows that number for Paul Singh. You know. So and I mean, it's is that okay?
Yeah, that's the means it's. I don't see any reason to change number. I have never changed my number because why should I? Why I need it? Yeah. Previously, I was in a different state. At that time, this portability has not started in India, and that time I had changed my number because of when we change the state, the same number doesn't work in the other state.
Well, I'm just going to turn my battery on. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah,
my battery
Sure. A casual talk, one-to-one talk. I was not thinking of any kind of questions, and
no.
I like this way. Just a discussion, a talk. That's the best part. That natural thing comes up, and that's the best thing.
Yeah. Very much so.
Question answer is not that comfortable thing.
No, it's rehearsed, isn't it? It's I wanted to make sure that I want to work with you in whatever we have to have a look at how we can move this forwards. Best way for all parties concerned. But certainly, I'd look. At some point, get you. I mean, with Zoom, you get a group going. We can have a discussion like this, and we can do some technical talking, some bits and pieces if you want, just to start the ball rolling. How many trainees do you have, Chaturjit? How many groups have you got? At present,
in college, I have got 40 to 45 students per batch. At present, there are any time there are 2 batches which we handle. And the batches are of 3rd year of BTech or 4th year of BTech. In this, so in each batch we have got 40 to 45 students, and because our infrastructure is that much, we can support that much only. And now we have worked on the course curriculum. The study materials have been prepared. That has been scrutinized also, and we are going to launch that whole thing in the coming session. These courses will be launched for not BTech student but diploma engineers and those who are into this field but don't have a technical qualification. We are going to launch for them.
When does your semester start? Is it September now, or?
No, it's the semester starts in usually in this June. But this year the things are uncertain when it will happen. Because by
we don't know.
April end, mostly examinations are completed. April, May, or May first week, the examinations are completed, and the results comes out the end of May, and June the new session starts. This is the normal trend in India. And but this year everything. First we had in Orissa, we had a cyclone called Fani.
When?
In May last year. On 3rd of May, we had the cyclone. This disrupted the whole curriculum, academic activities was pushed back to 2 months. And after that, we were covering up the things when this thing happened, the COVID-19 came around. So, still we are managing through online classes and that whole thing. But these are industry engineering students. Only we have got equally important practicals also. We can manage the theories in through online classes, through Zoom and this whole thing, but we can manage the practical, and until and unless give them the practical touch, they won't come out as a good engineers.
No, that's right. No, they don't. I mean, they need the hands-on, don't they? It's more than talking about it, but actually having, it's a bit like talking about a compressor, but not having a compressor. They need to have that compressor to touch it, feel it, see it, how heavy it is. All that lot, they need to feel all that to actually appreciate it. Otherwise, it's just a picture, isn't it? And there are, as you said, there are very, very good online resources. There are some good, some bad. And with ASHRAE, they've. How do I become a member of that, Chaturjit? If I wanted to become a member of ASHRAE, I'm based in UK. How does that work?
That's not an issue. You can go to the website of ASHRAE. I will send you that website, and there you can go on as an overseas member. You can become a member of that thing.
Overseas member. Okay.
And we have got around 15 or something, I don't remember exact count. We have got international chapters also in ISRAE.
Right, okay.
So I will send you the link to that and you can go through that thing. It is very easy to just, you have to fill online form and you pay your membership fee and you become a member of it.
Brilliant.
And that would be, if you become a member, that would be a great thing. I really believe that it will be.
Sorry, I missed that last bit.
Yeah, I told that if you become a member of ISRAE, that would be a very good thing for ISRAE also. And I am damn sure that you will contribute a lot into this ISRAE things. I am just I have got many.
No, I mean, I'd like to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. No, I'll send me the link. Please send me the link.
Yeah.
And, with this Zoom, with the Zoom, I like it. I've not used Zoom before. But can we have, so if we want to say have a meeting or a discussion for half an hour with, you can do it with what, up to 100 people, can you? For half an hour? Up to 100 people?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
For half an hour, you don't even need to buy the thing, Zoom. One-to-one meeting, you can have
that's right.
unlimited time.
One-to-one,
and for 40 minutes, you can, if there is more than one attendees, then you can go for up to 40 minutes.
Yes, that's right. Yes, 40 minutes. Yes, that's right. I'll have to have a look at it. But I think what I want to try and do is, if you're happy with the session, we don't need to have a formal, I don't need to, does this, you wanted to have an interview sort of thing for your students. Is this okay? This discussion that we've had, is that something you can share with your students?
Yeah, definitely. I can.
Instead of doing another one, another formal talk. Okay, I like wearing shirts and ties and bow ties. What I'm saying, if this was okay for you, you could share this with your trainees, and we can have a moving forward.
Definitely. You are much more formal than I am. You see, I am sitting in a t-shirt only. So that doesn't matter here. And in India, we rarely see that. And tie or bows, we rarely see. In winter you can find, but Indian climate is hot, so we can't afford that ties and that also.
Yes.
So it is for our students. It is normal thing. If you come in ties or both, they just become more overconscious. They become, so it's a normal thing. And definitely, I will share this.
What I was going to say is that.
Yeah. Pardon?
The video, I mean, share the video with them. It's old, but it does tell you exactly what we do. That Motor Climate was the company I set up before, ChillAir Training Academy. So Motor Climate is still me. It's my company. Motor Climate Training Academy. Yeah. We just changed the name to ChillAir because it's better. But it's exactly what we do. One-to-one tuition, groups, on-site assessments, private tuition at home. I still do that now. Do that at home or anywhere. So we're still putting students in for the awards. And you got my resume as well. You can build up on that if you want to. It tells you a bit about it. But I think next time, let's try and have a discussion with a small group as well. If you can do that. Is that okay?
Sure. I will arrange within a few days.
So even if it's five of your best students, we can have a discussion, get them involved, and then see how that pans out. Okay? Is that okay?
Okay, definitely. I will arrange it within a few days.
Within a few days. That's fine. I mean, we've got a lot of time on our hands, so just drop me an email and be nice to get. And then eventually, I'll get some of my team to share as well. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
But let's get the communication going. I want to use Zoom. I like it. Do like it. And I just want to see. I'm not familiar with how. What we can use with it. And you're saying you're recording this session, aren't you? Yeah. So I noticed you're recording, but I don't know what you're recording. But if I need to go now. I've got to pick up my lad at 5:15. I need to pick him up. Can we finish now? Is that okay?
Yeah. That's fine. Thank you very much for giving so much time.
Can we finish now? Is that okay?
Yeah. We can.
No, that's fine. Okay, I'll speak to you. Let me know how you get on. Okay. Show me the playback. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I will send it to you.
All right then.
Okay.
Good evening.
Right.
Yeah, send it to me. Okay then. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye.